Hey Sagittarius, what's up? Tis I, the only Archer with Archer Astrology. How's your week been? TGIF, y'all. Sagittarius, it's time to do your love energy check-in for you and the one on your mind for the energies the beginning of September of 2024-ish, or whenever you clicked on this reading and decide to come and hang out with me for a little bit. It's perfect timing as always because my readings are timeless and meant to find you when they find you. And I do appreciate and thank you for being here, Sagittarius. If you could return some of the love for me, please, and love the light down here. Feel free to scroll around through the reading as much as you like. My readings do get a little bit long, but that's only because you get everything here, beginning, middle, and end. I don't know what an extended is. I have no clue what a Patreon is, so I just give you everything I got. And we're going to take a look at the Sagittarius is dealing with career and finance situations, see what's going on in your money, see what's going on for the Sagittarius is dealing with a past person, because you are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. Then we'll also take a look at the Sagittariuses that are dealing with a new love in their life. Then we'll come back together for a potential future projected influence on the connection. All the messages will be for yours and theirs highest and greatest good, of course, because we only fly the friendly skies at Archer Airlines, and y'all get big front seats. So I appreciate you for being here. Please subscribe, set the bell to all notifications. TikTok, double tap the screen for me, please, and thank you. Instagram, hit that like. You guys are all more than welcome and invited to come and join over on the channel at YouTube at Archer Astrology. It's me. But Sagittarius, my deck jammed. Sagittarius, what's got you stressed out? I don't like when my Sagittariuses are stressed out. That means you need a spinny hug. So come here. I'm going to pause the intro. Come on here. I'm going to swoop you up and be like, it's okay, Archer. I'm fine. I'm Sagittarius. I can handle anything. Everybody thinks I can do it all. And I'll be like, I know better. I'm going to Hallmark movie spinny hug you, pick you up, spin you around till your heels fly off, your hair flaps in the breeze. You're going to start giggling. You're going to be like, Archer, stop it. I'll be like, nope, you're good. I'm going to be like those TikTok memes where it's like, is it working? And you're like, you're suffocating me. But once you start feeling a little bit better, smiling till your cheeks hurt, come on back if you need more hugs. I got you covered, okay? And definitely subscribe, set the bell to all notifications. Even if you are already subscribed to the channel, my beautiful Scorpio head of research and development at Archer Industries did notify me that YouTube did another one of their awesome updates and turned off the bells again, so the bells don't toll. So on any channel you subscribe to, what you're going to want to do to make sure you get notified is tap the bell, tap all, and then you'll be tuned back in, all right? I do normally go live Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern for the all signs. However, this week, it is happening tomorrow, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is also the September giveaway, so you'll want to come back so you can be here to be entered. There's some awesome prizes for September. It's going to be totally cool. All right, so you definitely want to check it out. And pick cards on hold because I'm catching up on personal readings. It's been keeping me busy, but I try to look out for every single one of us. And definitely share the channel with that one person you want to see happy, healthy, and healed, because my Mod Squad and I, we're working to get me to 50,000 subscribers before Halloween. I don't know what I'm going to come and dress up for Halloween as, but I'll figure it out. Or leave a comment if you want to tell me what I should come as. Maybe I'll just come as a tarot reader. I'm good at that. All right, Sagittarius, when I sat down to meditate on your energies, and I asked God, what do we have for Sagittarius? What I heard was that your person like really wants to talk to you, misses talking to you. If it's a new connection, like even if it's just overnight, like after they say goodnight to you, they can't wait to get to tell you good morning. So they did kind of take over your energies. And I'm like, are you serious, God? And God's like, well, Archer, you're reading for Sagittarius. You know, nobody does what Sagittarius does. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm like, what do you think will happen? He's like, oh, they know what they got to do. And I'm like, no way. And God's like, Yahweh. And I'm like, I see what you did there. Me and God, we have a good banter. It's why I don't deal with the guardian angels. I went right to the boss's desk, barged in God's office when I started reading tarot and said, I'm working right for you. And he was on the phone. And he was like, I like you. You got spunk. I'm like, I know. I'm Archer. So he's like, all right, you got a deal. So all these will be for highest and greatest good. And if you want to book a personal private reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com because I do offer both the one-on-one personal readings via Zoom and the traditional private YouTube link. All right. So I look forward to working for you. So let's see what we've got here, because as you know, I am Sagittarius' protector. I have been affectionately called the Sag Whisperer by many. I've also been called egotistical, crazy, self-centered, ADHD. And then I stopped paying attention because Buddha Squirrel ran past the window. But we're cool. So let's go for it. This reading is all for you, no matter how much they try to take over. We're going to tap in, tune in, and get all the info for you, see what's going on. Let's do it to it, Sagittarius. You ready? Here we go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the sassy Sagittariuses. Here we go, Sag. Let's go. The overall energy blinking the reading is the 2 of Pentacles. This here shows that somebody is going to finally make their decision. This might be why they've taken over the reading, because the outcome of this is that you finally get some forward direction. So I'm seeing some Sagittariuses that for a while you felt like you've been stuck in a cycle that you don't even feel like you want to be in, where like people come in positive and they start building you up and things are going really good, and then all of a sudden they throw the fight right mid-reading, right in the middle of the whole conversation, and you're like, I just want somebody that when they make a decision and knows what they want, they go for it, okay? It's Lydia, the faithful businesswoman. You're faithful to what you believe in, what you want, and the goals going forward that lets you stand your power, okay? With the Lover's card, it's standing faithful to the choice that you've made, Gemini energy, that leads you to the 9 of Wands, and that's your energy. So it's protection against the decisions that you have made, so you don't have to feel like you've been judged anymore with the 2 of Cups. The timing is now, finally, type of an energy. That when you get to where you've been like stuck focused on certain things that never work out, all of a sudden with the planets starting to line up, a parade of planets, the influence of Mars moving into Cancer, the cardinal energies are starting to take over to propel us forward, all right? And you'll be, I'm seeing, one of the first to reap the rewards of the changes in the planets that are coming in through Virgo season, all right? So let's find out where this takes us to. Here we go. All right, current conditions at Sagittarius, the present energy. The Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn energy on this one. So you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusper possibly, or dealing with a Capricorn. What I'm seeing on here is this is Jacob working for the Labans. So right now, maybe you're just focusing on yourself and your work and just trying to like maybe you had a parent or a grandparent that used to always be like, just focus on your work, keep your nose clean, Sagittarius. And maybe there's a few specific things in your life that you've been focusing on that you do want to change, but like, you're still waiting for like that light bulb moment. Maybe you feel like, yeah, Archer, I know I want to do this, but I don't know how to make it happen yet. And I keep waiting for that idea, that eureka moment, and eureka never comes. The Knight of Pentacles does show it is coming. You're just kind of like, I mean, you are a very smart sign. You're in charge of the 9th house, so you do got all the knowledge. But you're just a little ahead of the curve right now is what it is, because the Knight of Pentacles in my decks are the U.S. Postal Service. Neither rain or sleet or snow or natural disaster stops the Knight of Pentacles from getting the pentacle to its destination. So it's kind of like if you've got, like maybe you or them work for DoorDash or something, and once you've got your food order placed and it says they're approaching now, you're waiting by the door like, not now, not now, no, now, I'm hungry, right? This does show that it is starting to show up and come in on this one. Like, you're trying to think of ideas or ways, because you've got some kind of a plan or something that's like the dominant focus on this one, and it might involve them because of how they're trying to take over. They could even have a plan or an idea about you coming in, and it's like, come on, brain, think of things, be so smart. Come on, brain. Just trying to get the idea to pop in. When you least suspect it, though, in the week ahead, the incoming energies, all of a sudden, boom, it'll hit and take off like a firecracker going forward, okay? I'm even seeing off of this with the Knight of Pentacles, some of you guys might be feeling the solar flares off of the sun, which there are a few coronal mass ejection spots on the backside of the sun as we approach the new moon in Virgo that's coming up that are going to affect us. And you'll notice some planetary activities up in the sky. You'll be able to see certain planets that you don't usually get to see because of our positions based on where they are to where we are. You might even notice the northern lights happening at a point where even the weather people don't predict it, and all of a sudden it just happens. The coronal mass ejections, we see them as the northern lights. That's our heads up and a warning that they're there. The way we physically feel it, much like how barometric pressure affects the way we feel, is it almost feels like the sun grabs our head like a stress ball and it's like, okay, here you go. That sort of a thing, okay? You might even be noticing or feeling changes in the atmosphere, or just feeling like that thicky, like the air is just really thick, Archer. You could cut it with a knife. That sort of a thing, okay? That leads us towards the immediate influence, what the planets are doing to you right now. The 7 of Swords, so thick you could cut it with a knife. Aquarius energy. This here does show that you've been doing a lot of hard work on your life, and you're wanting to wrap some things up that feels like they've been dragged out for a while. You or them might be in the medical field where you're either like a nurse, a doctor. You might be getting a little bit more into healing practices, maybe checking out Reiki or tarot even possibly. I'm actually seeing a Sagittarius that is like in need of making a chiropractor appointment. Like maybe your back hurts or your body's just tired and tensed up and you're sitting there being like, yeah, Archer, I was literally just looking up chiropractors. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, whoever has my voodoo doll, would you massage the lower back for me, please? I mean, since you got the doll and everything, okay? I mean, it doesn't do any other good because of how ultimately protected I am, but I'll give you permission to massage my back. Anyhow, you have been working on your healing journey, prioritizing and organizing the stuff that like makes you feel bad versus what makes you feel good. Because in traditional Rider-Waite, the Seven of Swords comes in, and Mr. Seven Swords takes those 5 swords, picks his battles wisely, takes those out of the equation to leave 2 swords left for positive, peaceful communication. Okay? Could have Aquarius in your chart, possibly you're dealing with one too. You or them might be born on the 7th or the 12th. And like you notice in here with Genesis 27:19, how the doc's got the blindfold on. It's like you're just trusting in the process, like blind faith that you know what you do and don't want going forward here, and just trying to wrap up some stuff that feels like it's been dragged out for way too long. You just want to be happy, be positive again. Some of you guys might even be doing some changes up into your personal life to try to make you feel happier and better. Even if it's just simple stuff like I'm seeing a Sagittarius that might be rearranging furniture in your house, or like putting some old stuff up for sale and getting some new stuff, furniture. I'm seeing like a patio set. Maybe somebody's like decorating the outside or getting a new barbecue and just trying to get like, maybe you feel like, okay, I'm going to organize my car this weekend, going to get the house fixed up. If I have everything flowing perfectly, nothing can stop me. And you're just getting all your feng shui in order to try to feel better. That'll take us towards your work situation. This might be affecting the way you're feeling too. What's going on with the Sagittarius is work and career finance. The 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. This actually I like, okay? So if you've been dealing with a lot of like controlling energy in the workplace, you are totally Pisces energy, 8 of Cups rising above that level. Right out of the bat, I heard award. So if you feel like your work has gone unnoticed and you've given your all to the work situation just to be ignored, I'm seeing that when you least suspect it, you might get like called into the boss's office, or if you have like a company newsletter that goes out, all of a sudden somebody's going to walk and be like, oh, wow, Sagittarius, did you see you're nominated for Employee of the Month? You're going to be like, what? No way. Really? On this year, I see you're actually going to get it. You're going to have a neat little award piece of glass that you can put on your desk, or a neat little plaque that you can hang up on your wall. And that only takes like 1 nail and a hammer. Anybody can do that. Most anybody. I know a few people that can't, Pisces energy, but it's cool. On the 8 of Cups, you actually will be able to show it off and add it to your collection. I'm seeing a Sagittarius that you're going to start getting some recognition. There might even be a promotion that comes with it, because this here is the ascension of Jesus in Acts 1:9 in the Bible. So it shows you rising to another level on this one. So there's definitely a promotion, okay? Some of you guys who are like breaking the 9-to-5 cycle, either due to like company cutbacks, layoffs, maybe on strike, and you're just like, I'm not dealing with the strike stuff. I have to worry about uno, dos, tres, me. Some of you guys might be even breaking the 9-to-5 cycle and wanting to start something on your own, where like you self-promote your own business, you get online, you start getting involved, and you go above the other 99% of the sheeple in the world and do it for yourself. Okay, the reward's coming in for that because you're on a higher level of thinking. Might even have some strong Pisces in your chart, but it's allowing you to take ideas and the stuff that you've learned from your career, from your job, and borrow them for your own personal advancement. Don't worry, the company was there before you started. It'll be there after you leave, and it's the least they can give you for everything they took from you, right? Exactly. Told you I look out for you, Sag. All right. Now, let's see what's going on with the past person, because you are allowed to miss and love whomever you want as long as you want. All right. If you are a Sagittarius missing on somebody, let's see what's going on, because my job is not to tell you what to do and who to love. That's why my title is Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do. I'm simply the navigator reading the map for you. And any decision you make, any turn you make, much like your car's GPS, I am supposed to recalibrate to continue telling you on your journey. With the 9 of Wands is exactly what we're doing. Hey, Kasha, what up, boo? what I'm seeing here is that things are going on in this past person's energy behind the scenes. They were a bit of a smooth talking energy, weren't they? Like, that they weren't really a part of your world. They weren't a part of your world all the time. They made you feel like an option, and they weren't a person of their word either. When it came time to put up or hush up, they didn't put up at all, did they? The Knight of Wands. Joshua 1:9 here, the leader of the faith. They were more focused on themselves. They were the center of their own world, their own attention. And maybe even in the beginning for a while, you felt like you could change them. Like they would be okay. They'll calm down. They'll grow up. Things will it'll work out. It'll be okay. And then what happened? Their real true colors showed through, and you found out they still had a little bit of a party phase in them. Maybe there's an age difference between you guys, but I'm seeing more of like a difference in maturity, where in the beginning they were like really mature, and yes, don't worry, Sagittarius, I will be the person of your dreams. And all of a sudden they turned like into another child, and you're like, whoa, I'm not trying to get involved with a kid here. Wouldn't mind having a kid in the future, but I'm trying to like date and marry somebody that's like a equal partner. All right. I'm seeing like a relationship where the woman always did all the driving and the guy sat there shotgun in the passenger seat in a hoodie and never really manned up and contributed to it. But they're going through some changes right now because Joshua here is showing up with a sword in his hand. So there's some passion, there's some faith that's reigniting them. And like I'm seeing that what we're going to find out about more about what they've been up to since you guys last spoke. But I'm seeing here that like nothing is really working out for them. Because if you study further into the book of like when you learn about Joshua's tale in the Bible, he had a rough one. And poor guy had a lot going on. It was, he didn't have it on easy street for sure. All right. I mean, the sword alone explains an awful lot. But I digress. So we're going to see what's been going on with them, because the only reason they haven't reached back out yet, as I touch this card, I'm feeling God telling me is they haven't reached out yet, Sag, because they're like still cooking. They're still in the oven. They're not quite done yet. Okay, we're waiting for the timer to go off still a little bit, because like you need somebody that's very mature, very on point, very ready to roll. You don't need to have to raise somebody. You want to meet somebody to help you raise a family with. But this person is still in your energy. So we're going to see what's going on with them and how long it'll be before they come back around. All right, now, Sagittarius is dealing with a new love, a new life. Let's see what's going on with the new person on Sagittarius's mind. Whoa, okay. The Emperor comes out. Aries energy, daddy's home. This new person is a powerful person. They got their act together. They could be an entrepreneur, self-employed, or in management, something like that, because they're an emperor. The emperor knows how to run a kingdom, to make decisions that can affect the entire country, the entire world. So this person, they might be a bit of a nomad too, because the emperor doesn't have a lot of friends in his castle up in the sky in Versailles. They keep their circle small, a bit of a nomadic. I'm seeing they're a little different. Okay, they're not just typical norm, but they're mature. They got their act on point. I'm seeing that's a big point of contention with a lot of Sagittariuses. I'm seeing like, well, that's interesting. I'm seeing the statue of a bull. Could just be Taurus energy, but like a big bronze statue of a bull, like the one that's on Wall Street in New York City, something like that. Like that might resonate to you, or you see one on your travels. Or it's really cool if you got one in your front yard or something like that. I'd be like, whoa, cool decorating tip. But something about a big metal bronze bull or something resonates on this. But they're in a powerful place. I think I'm seeing a Sag that you've wished for, like something mature, something stable, and just like I can't deal with the children anymore. I want to have children, not raise children. That sort of a thing. Like I want, you know what I mean? Just go with it. You want to raise kids, but you don't want to be married to a kid, right? So there may be an age difference here, but there's also a very mature stability point here too. They got their act together. I like that. The Emperor's got his kingdom in check. All right, so going forward, let's see what the future incoming energy is on you guys. This connection. The Devil, more Capricorn energy. This here shows that you guys will motivate yourselves through whatever comes your way and overcoming the addictions and the obsessions that have slowed you down, cutting the chains that bind so that you can go forward into the Star card energy to go to the next level. This here is like a real lifetime happening at the moment. That maybe for the Sagittarius is dealing with a past person, because I'm hearing Why Johnny. I'm hearing that song Why Johnny, that like maybe the past person had a drinking problem, or for some of them it could have been it didn't have to be straight up hardcore drugs, maybe just too much of the devil's lettuce, something like that, right? But they overcome it. And even for the new person, maybe what they do, this person actually can like, they'll listen when you give them ideas. Like this person might be a workaholic, they're addicted to work. And when you come into their life, they finally find a reason to balance that out and make some time for you and for a connection in a relationship. I'm seeing somebody here that you've been dealing with, Sagittarius. This might only go for like maybe 47% of you guys, that like nobody's ever really made time for you and worked to blend two 24-hour days into one relationship. Going forward, you guys get that. You overcome it, okay? That'll take us towards the environmental factors. Any red flags that we need to keep our heads on a swivel for that may be an incoming energy, or if it's just straight up green. Ace of Swords, green flag. We're good on this one. This is Libra energy, and this is showing me that you guys are on a higher level. You see here in the Ace of Swords how we've got Saul's conversion, and see how he's energized with that light showing up. I see here that like you guys actually are on a whole nother level. Maybe you guys have your own little form of talk or banter, like not pig Latin so much as like Sag Latin, but you guys just get each other, and it cuts out the energies of the past so that you guys can go forward without having to bring any baggage to the table. The Ace of Swords is a new way of talking, communication, and being heard to be understood, as opposed to what you've dealt with in the past, where I'm seeing a Sag that you might like tell somebody your life story, because you'll stay quiet for so long and put up with so much, but then once you finally do pop, Sagittarius needs like 45 minutes to vent out everything they've been putting up with in their day. And you would do that and give your all to it. And in the past, people would just be like, oh, I'm sorry, what'd you say? And you're like, I just dumped my heart out to you. And Sagittariuses don't do that very often. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I was working on my fantasy football team, and you just want to grab their phone and rip it in half. Sagittarius, calm down. It's okay. Maybe they got a warranty on their phones. Forget it. Who cares? But like going forward, this is the one that's like they can just tell when you come home or you call them in the evening. They just like, whoa, hold on, put their phone down. What's up, Sag? Talk to me. And they actually listen to it. And even if like in the future, Ace of Swords, you're like, well, I don't know how to tell you it, but you're the problem right now. And this is the person that'll be like, okay, all right, I'm not your special person right now. I'm your best friend. What in the world did I do? That sort of a thing, okay? You guys have a different level of talk, but it'll work out, okay? That takes us towards the environmental factors and the inner emotions, how it's going to make you feel inside. The King of Pentacles, you finally found a mature connection. Capricorn, there's strong Capricorn energy in this reading, but you have finally found someone that gets you, that you can go long-term with. An end to all the immature energy that you put up with. That is a mature connection that still knows how to have fun and keep the sense of adventure alive. So the spark keeps going. Not to mention, side note, enough money in the bank to actually have some fun, okay? I'm seeing a Sagittarius in the past that you've been the one that's done all the contributing to the finances and tried to keep everything alive, while people just kind of wrote onto your energetical purse strings, right? I'm seeing a Sag that literally keeps their purse over their shoulder like a military position. Not just on your shoulder here, but it's like over here and protected and locked down. All right, going forward, this is somebody where they actually have some money to contribute to, and you guys can travel, have some fun, and keep the passion alive while still being quite mature in the same balance, okay? It's Genesis 41:41, Joseph in charge of Egypt. The emperor is the person that's in charge too, okay? You might even be noticing repeating numbers on your, like looking at the clock every day at a certain time, like 12:12, 11:11, maybe even 4:44. But just knowing yeah, Archer, I've been looking at repeating numbers forever. They keep showing up. I don't understand why. What does it mean? I don't know. It's showing the synchronicities that are starting to come in. So it's almost like I'm seeing a Sagittarius that likes watching thunderstorms. Like if it storms, you don't go run and hide in the basement. You'll stay by the window and be like, this is so pretty. All right. You know how you count like between thunder and lightning? When the thunder goes off, then you can count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And however long it takes for the lightning to happen, that lets you know an idea of how far away the storm is. That's what the synchronizing numbers are, letting you know how close you are to union. The more often you see the synchronizing numbers, the closer you guys are coming together. All right, that'll take us towards the final outcome. What do we got? Page of Pentacles, teaching the teachers. Priscilla from Acts 18 shows up on this one. Some of you guys might actually be a teacher, or just in the school district in general, any position in the school district, straight up to the Board of Educations. Maybe remote teaching even too for some of you guys, or when you were younger, you didn't go to public school. You learned at home, homeschooled, remote learning. Some of you guys will meet this person as a result of like some kind of a training, a seminar, or a course, and you guys both are there and you just connect. But going forward here is teaching others. You guys are setting the pattern that the other couples will want to and have to follow when Pluto finally goes back into Aquarius later this fall, just before we enter your birthday season, and sets the tone for the 1,000 years of peace, Dolores Cannon style, in the New Age in the Bible, okay? So could be definitely dealing with a Capricorn. There's a lot of Capricorn energy on this reading, or you're a cusper, okay? A Sag Cap cusper, like that last week of Sagittarius season, like around, say, December 17th to about the 21st type of a thing. You could also be dealing with an Aries. Let's see, Aries, Taurus, Virgo is here. I'm also seeing Sagittarius, Aquarius, and there's some Pisces too, but a lot of Capricorn. All right, you or them could be born on the 12th, maybe the 4th or the 7th. The 15th is here. I'm also seeing the 8th, the 1st, and the 11th. But okay, let's roll on. I got a new deck. I couldn't believe when I got home yesterday and I saw this sitting on my porch. I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know what this deck is, Sagittarius? This is the first. You are the first. I haven't even done a personal reading or a good morning check-in. But guess what it is? Guess what it is? Guess. You can't guess unless you know what this looks like. It's the Friends Tarot. That pivot. I know, right? It's the Friends Tarot. Look, like Chandler's the Hangman, okay? Ace of Swords is still just an Ace of Swords, which is cool. But yeah, like look at the Four of Wands on it. It's Ross and Rachel. Tell me this is not epically cool, all right? And you are the first reading ever. So like we're crashing the champagne right over the bow right now. All right, so let's get some answers. Let's do it to it, shall we? Give me everything you've got on this Knight of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. Whoa. Oh my gosh, this deck is ready. It's like, yeah, let's go, Archer. The Judgment card shows up. Check that out. Come here. It's a brand new deck. It's not even used to my hands yet. The Judgment card sounding the trumpets. And did I not just mention as we were finishing laying down the base cards that you're going into the 1,000 Years of Peace, Dolores Cannon style? Because the Judgment card is the 20th card in the tarot deck, but I have always tied it to Revelations 20 in the Bible. That you right now are working so hard, Knight of Pentacles, to cut out those snakes. But you do know that even when you cut a snake's head off, sometimes it bites for a little bit. But the trumpets are sounding. It's like the starting bell or a go time here to go towards that union that you want. With the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I didn't. Well, it's actor, double actor, Seven of Pentacles. You are at a point where you're stable, you're balanced, and you've been through the trenches, okay? Maybe you or them are like, maybe you were in the military or they were, or you came from a military family, even JROTC, either way. Anyway, thank you for your service. But you're staying true until you get to your 10 of Cups. 4 of Cups on the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords comes out right into the 10 of Swords. It is going to start getting better for you faster because right now you're feeling a lot of swords, a lot of thoughts in your head and that going on. With the 4 of Cups to the King of Swords, it's kind of starting to frustrate you that there's no love. 4 of Cups, no cups for you comes out. Cancer energy along with Gemini. All right. What I'm seeing on this one here is it's like, with all that sword energy, it's that whole come on brain, think of things, be so smart. You've been feeling like someone or something keeps trying to harsh your mellow and it frustrates you. Like, because you know what you want and like you're just not wanting to feed into other people's frustrations anymore with the King of Swords, okay? On that 4 of Cups, people keep trying to like hold you back or slow you down and you don't want to keep being judged. Maybe people doubt your decisions or your thoughts. You have a great idea and somebody's like, oh, Sag, that won't work. What are you thinking? That's crazy talk. And you're like, in your head, you're like, no, it's not really crazy talk. I happen to think it's a really good idea, you know? And people keep trying to harsh your mellow on this one with the 10 of Swords. You're taking your power back. You are at the end of a phase of overthinking and feeling confused about a lot of stuff that you like. You got some things on Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. You got some things on your mind that sometimes have a habit of like thinking like you've dealt with some people in your life that sometimes they think the whole world revolves around them, don't they? They didn't pay attention to Copernicus at all, did they? Yeah. They had like, they didn't, right? Sag is like, yes. They always thought the whole world revolved around them, and you need time for yourself to gather your thoughts and to get your schedule in order. King of Swords on the Queen of Swords, okay? Two Brute comes out with that 10 of Swords, right? Everybody fronting. They're showing up with flowers, but yet they got the swords right behind their back, just ready to be like, ah, right at you. And try to like cut you down, shut you off before you like. You know what the funnest part is, Sagittarius, is that when people later on down the road find out that you were right and they're like, oh man, Sagittarius was right. That's, sometimes you never even find out it happened, but trust me, they know when it happens, all right? Because you have been more on point with your thoughts and ideas than you think, and everybody just keeps trying to stop you. No wonder you needed a hug, Sagittarius. Like, nobody takes your side. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy, there's a lot of sword energy, a lot of that thought process. You've been because you've been doing a lot of hard work on your life, and you're like wanting to put an end to the overthinking, okay? And I'm seeing that no wonder they wanted to take over your reading, because they're kind of realizing they were the source of it. But there's a divine couple. For some of you guys, you were completely in a committed relationship. You guys lived together, went through a phase of like couch crashing and everything like that. But like they never helped you overcome anything, and you've had to overcome things on your own. Yeah, the Four of Wands. For some of you guys, it was part of your twin flame journey too. I don't even know what made me show Ross and Rachel off earlier, but here they are, back again beneath that moonlight. Okay? I'm hearing $1 Million Baby by Tommy Richmond comes out. A song might resonate or mean something to you, but you've just dealt with so much, and you're wanting to wrap this stuff up. King and Queen of Swords. The King and Queen of Swords don't dwell on the past. They go forward. Even if it's a past person returning, you're Sagittarius, you're the first and the most optimistic sign in all of the zodiac. It's one of your most amazing traits. But you don't want, you want the past person back. For those who do, you just don't want to come back and be like, you remember what you did 2 years ago on the night of August 17th? And you're like, I don't remember what I had for breakfast, right? So you're working to get above it there. I do see, though, that somehow you're going to find a way to figure out how to get extra hours in the day. Ooh. Sagittarius looking into time travel? Or you're seeing those TikToks with the time travelers? Whatever that stuff, that is so weird. But like somehow you're going to where it feels like your day is nonstop, and you wake up and before you know it, it's bedtime again. Somehow you're going to find some extra hours in the day, and you'll complete some of the tasks and the extra stuff that has been slowing you down and holding you back. I like that. That Four of Cups shows how stressed out you've been about a lot of thoughts and things, and emotionally feeling lately, Phoebe wondering what's up with the coffee. Eight of Wands. Right to the Six of Wands. No way. Five of Wands, and we're back to the Four of Wands too with that Nine of Pentacles. Sagittarius, you are taking your power back. You do look pretty darn good. Virgo energy, which means this is energy's taken over during Virgo season. But check it out. You're going to actually work to overcome this one. And you felt for the longest time that you're under a lot of scrutiny. The Five of Wands. Look at them playing football on there. Maybe you or them do play football, or that fantasy football reference I said earlier might have resonated about something. But I mean, yeah, with this Five of Wands here, you felt like you're constantly under scrutiny, just like these guys here. And I'm seeing that you're not wanting to have to check on, ask for permission to pursue the things you want to pursue, because you know that dreams don't work if you don't work. You don't want to have to ask permission for that stuff. You want somebody that's your team member, that's on the same level, because teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, without the quarterback, without the offense, the defense, and all of it, there ain't no way you go into the Super Bowl. And I'm from Detroit, so I mean, we got the Lions. You know what I mean, right? Sorry. Who knows? Maybe I'll predict it. Maybe the Lions will win a Super Bowl. Never knew. I'm not much of a betting man. But the Queen of Swords to the Four of Wands, I just heard somebody somebody was just like, hey, we got a rap sheet, whatever. Anyhow, on the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands, I do see something coming in that will allow this to finally start happening, and you'll be back in control of your life. The rewards for all the hard work that you've put in on things, instead of feeling like everyone else around you tries to control it, you're taking control of your life back. And the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aries energy on that, that'll lead you into clear and concise communication, and your Six of Wands shows up. This is Caitlin Petty getting 10 gallons of coffee right there before the Country Music Awards. That's your victory. You might actually be a barista. Maybe you work at like a Starbucks, or you just, or like I'm seeing a coffee bar. Maybe you've got like a Keurig and a coffee bar set up in your home. Just so like in the morning, you're like, boom, 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 button, I'm good. All right. But it's right in there. Your Six of Wands victory is coming in sooner than you thought. And the Eight of Wands is open communication. Your wishes have been heard. Your prayers have been heard. God is literally just looking at you going, apologies, Sagittarius. There's a lot of stuff that we had to do to get this person in place and everything in mind for you. All right. 10 gallons of coffee, please, though, because you've got a victory coming in. 6 of Wands to the 4 of Wands shows up. Ross and Rachel for the win. All right. You could be born on the 4th. You or them could be born on the 4th, the 6th, or the 8th. The 26th and the 28th are here. 14th and the 24th. Also possibly the 10th or the 20th. But yeah, you have a victory coming in. 6 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. Somebody will actually focus on you. You know what I mean? 9 of Pentacles. And they do like the way you look. This means the 9 of Pentacles is the green flag in the tarot. Okay? Okay, meanwhile, on to the work life here. This segues right into it. The King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, which the Knight of Pentacles just delivered. Told you it's coming in sooner than you thought. And the 8 of Pentacles. You guys do work well together on this one. This here is 8 of Pentacles. Oh my God, I remember that episode. Okay, you guys know what's written on that board back there. So we're not, maybe I'm seeing like an Etch-a-Sketch. If you have kids involved, maybe they've got an Etch-a-Sketch, or you did when you were a kid or something. I don't know, that Etch-a-Sketch might resonate. But this here, now we're segueing into the Ace of Pentacles in the work front. I told you you're up for some kind of an award or a promotion or something like this on the 8 of Cups, because you are going to another level in the workplace. But with justice, because you deserve it. It's about time Sagittarius goes in for the win on this one, because you've been the underdog for way too long and given your all to everybody else. Well, nobody really helped you out. It's a lot of controlling energy in the workplace, isn't it? That you're going to get the rewards of with the Wheel of Fortune. It is just starting to turn around now. Literally, you're on the entry point of this one. So you're just at the beginning of the glow up, okay? This one here is that, like, right now, there's too many chiefs, not enough cooks, right? There's too many chefs in the kitchen, nobody working the grill, nobody's working the fryer, maybe you work in the restaurant industry. But, like, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Everybody tries to tell everybody else what to do when, like, you're sitting there being like, listen, guys, this person over here has the title. You guys we're all on the same level here, so why don't we all just do our job? But everybody else chimes in with the 8 of Pentacles. Some you might be dealing with copycats in the workplace that take your ideas, your gifts, your abilities, and try to take them for their own. A little bit of imposter syndrome. It's just an inspiration that you are on everybody. And I'm seeing here that the reason you're going to get the Employee of the Month award, you're going to get that neat little plaque to hang up on your wall, the glass for your desk, is because even HR and the higher ups, they know your unique symbol. They know when it's you. You might even have people in your workplace, like your boss and stuff, that just straight up know your handwriting. And like when they get these beautiful pieces of paper with the bubbly letters and the little hearts to dot the I's, they're like, I know that's Sagittarius. Okay, cool. All right. And the other ones, they realize are just cheap production line copies. So they know where the original stuff's at. And that's why I'm seeing it's going in your direction. Nobody ever truly valued what you brought into the workplace. Okay. Especially like if you're born on the 8th, the 18th, the 1st comes in and the 13th. The King of Cups comes in here too. For some of you guys, you do love your job. You just don't like the situation. It's like, Archer, I totally love the job if we could just replace everybody in the staff. Like maybe you're considering moving out of your house, or some of you guys might have had to move in and like either move back home with family or like move in with a roommate to make ends meet. You're finally getting to the point where you're like, I'm moving out. Like, it's like, Archer, I love the house. Could we just move it to a whole other neighborhood? I got you. Maybe you're in real estate or like all these pentacles. You might be in the mortgage side of real estate dealing with the money, okay? Or underwriting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of like your biggest deal that's like got you bugged is the peanut gallery that doesn't keep themselves quiet, right? Having to listen to the peanut gallery give their 2 cents after a meeting or something, and you walk out with the same notes from the meeting that everybody else has, and then they're all telling you what to do, and you're like, justice card. I know what to do, okay? Something like that that's like gotten you just stressed about it. Let's see what the outcome could be on that, okay? Because like in your head, you're being very polite, right? As they're all telling you, oh, well, this is what we need to do. This is what we should do. This is what you should do, Sagittarius. And the Knight of Swords, you're being very polite and watching and listening to them. When like in your head, you're sitting there going, I know you have no clue what you're talking about, right? You just know, even though they keep going and going and going. The Knight of Swords. And still back to justice on the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Wands. I see you are safe in the industry, okay? You're standing your ground, the Seven of Wands, to defend your Six of Wands victory because you've been there. You know what you want in the workplace, okay? And you're going to get noticed. And after the end of this stressful period of everyone chiming in and giving their 2 bits worth, the Emperor. Oh, some of you guys are going to meet somebody through the workplace. The 3 of Cups right to the 2 of Cups. Oh, some of you guys are going out for Red Lobster. Little surf and turf. Oh my gosh, look at the cheese biscuits. The cheese biscuits. Oh, wow. Yeah, on the 3 of Cups. For some of you guys, either you'll meet somebody through work and wind up marrying them, or like it'll just be a common connection. But when we're in the work life reading on this one, and I get the 2 to the 3 of Cups, it's almost like a marriage to the job. Some of you guys, what I'm seeing here, you're going to be up for that Employee of the Month award, and that'll hush everybody else up. Oh, okay, the 3 of Cups in a work reading. So I'm seeing a Sag like, no, Archer, I've tried the work thing. I'm not doing that. I'm good. I'm good. Just find me somebody that's 6'5", finance, got their act together. That's fine. But on this here, I'm seeing that like maybe it's that I'm seeing like one of them awards banquets or something where you go for it's like that evening out for where all the presentations happen and you get to walk the stage, 3 of Cups. All right. But the 2 of Cups shows that everything is kind of timed up to balance out for you at the same time, that things will start to level out. That's what the 2 of Cups signifies here. Or maybe you guys are going to have an evening out, like a work thing at Red Lobster. Either way. But on this here showing up, 2 to the 3 of Cups, I see stuff will balance out. And like maybe some guys just have an invite to a work situation, a function that you're like, I don't want to go. I already can't stand the people at work anyways. But you should go. Divine timing shows that things will work out for you. Oh, okay. This might be a side note for 11% of you guys, right? In that you'll go to some kind of a work seminar, or like I'm seeing like a Comic-Con or a function, some kind of a public meeting thing, and you'll meet somebody there that when you guys talk, you'll find out like that you share similar interests or work bonds or connections that'll help give you things like, it'll just give you some like direction going forward. Okay, so you will meet somebody that allows you to embrace both your work and your love life, and they'll balance out at the same time. And you're going to go to this awesome awards banquet, get your Employee of the Month award, make a whole lot of people jealous. But that's on them. That's not your problem, right? The 2 of Cups shows things are working out for you at the same time. Okay, strong Cancer energy in the work life reading too, with that Knight of Swords. All right, so now let's get on to the past love. Let's see what we got going on for the past love. All right, dealing with that Knight of Wands. Because remember, you're allowed to love and miss whomever you want as much as you want. Side note, Sag, you always give me such interesting readings. Oh my gosh, I just am like, I go 100% ADHD, right, Buddha Squirrel? I know. But yeah, what I'm seeing is on this follow-up here is that a past person was part of a work situation. Like this is something that like got rough and went like all the way to HR, or like one of you guys, maybe them, maybe both you guys, like had to be let go or do a complete DB Cooper job change as a result of like past stuff, right? So this part might actually tie to the past person. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, because see the Tower cards hanging out down here. Central Perk just went up in flames. You know what I mean? See ya, what's up, darling? How you doing? All right, so let's get into the past love. All right, that might tie into the past situation. Let's see what's up. Here we go. All right. The Knight of Cups, Scorpio. Page of Cups, Cancer. 10 of Cups, Pisces. Oh my gosh, you have all the water signs showing up. Check that out. Yeah, this past person was a very emotional person, weren't they? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy on this one. You guys might have met through work or like one of your hobbies or something. In the beginning, things were really good. Oh, yeah, it might have started as a work connection, like you guys met at work and then things started getting really bad, right? With the 10 of Cups on the Page of Cups, you know, that made you the offer you can't refuse, all right, a Sagittarius? And then before you knew it, you wound up with a horse's head in your bed. Whoa, it's been a while since I watched The Godfather. That movie might resonate. Anyway, Sagittarius, you come here on this, the day of my daughter's. I don't have a daughter. Anyways, let's keep going here. What I'm seeing on this one is like they tried to work through like in the beginning, you thought this was the one. This was it. It was going to work out. And then all of a sudden, their true colors started to show through, didn't they? Because the Knight of Cups can come off as kind of a bit of a player, even though they make that unbelievable offer, right? Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. They do still see everything with you, though, in the 10 of Cups. Now, maybe some of you guys actually did move in with them. They made you that offer, or like it just happened to, like the timing just happened to all fit. And it was like moved faster than you thought in that. And then like they left you feeling stuck, right? But the 10 of Cups is what they promised you, and then the Page of Cups is what they delivered. All right, Phoebe showing up with Smelly Cat singing that with her guitar. You or them might be a musician, or somebody in your past was, singer-songwriter. That 7 of Pentacles, they didn't deliver on their 10 of Pentacles promises, right? They never really gave up their player ways. They kept staying in the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups energy, even though they promised you 10 cups. They never really made it to that whole point, and they started making you feel like an option again with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's going on with them then. Let's see, because like then when you didn't, see, when you didn't suspect it, they pulled the cord and walked away. They hit the ejection seat. The Tower card. The Tower card in my decks is that cell phone card. Maybe you've noticed weak signals than that. I'm seeing like roundabouts. Maybe a bad cell phone signal because like you're stuck in a roundabout and you're like, what is the meaning of this circle? Tell me this is more cost effective than a 4-way stop with a traffic light. You know what I mean? Right? This one here shows that like for some of you guys, you straight up caught them like liking other people online. They had bot profiles. You know, they thought they were talking to all the people, and they were all just AI bot profiles. But it didn't matter because they would never sit and like your stuff online. They would never show that like you guys were a part of anything, but they didn't mind checking everybody else out, whether they were fake or not. The Tower card is when you have that weak cell phone signal and you put your cell phone into airplane mode so that it disconnects from the weak tower, and you take it out of airplane mode so it connects to a stronger tower that's closer, more powerful. The Fool card always takes the leap off of the tower to establish a new foundation, right? This one here shows that you still know where your 10 of Cups are and what you want. I'm definitely another card showing a thunderstorm. Those lightning bolts coming in. Maybe there's been storms in the area or something. But the 2 of Wands, Rachel there knows what she wants. You do know what you want. You know what you're worth. Okay, Aries energy on that. You or them could be born on the 20th. The 10th is here. I'm also seeing the 9th, the 19th, the 12th. The 21st even comes out. And the 16th. Okay. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. There's a lot of emotions. So this shows that when the fights were fights, they were fights. But then when they were really good, they were really good. The 2 of Wands just shows that they made a choice and they pulled that cord to get out of here after they were feeling like they made you feel like you were the third wheel. Like you didn't matter. In Sagittarius, you're a straight up empress, okay? If somebody can't see your worth or know it, that's on them. That ain't on you. You know, some people just get that way. Remember, Sagittarius, you are the prize. All right, you didn't lose them, they totally lost you. And once the Sagittarius comes into your life, ain't your life never going to be the same again? Yeah, 6 of Swords. They had to see things from a different perspective, like Chandler here climbing up the ladder. They had to get into a much more positive mindset, okay? What I'm seeing off of this one here is that like nothing has really ever worked out. Remember this episode? Nothing ever really worked out for them. And they've had to deal with a lot of similar energies to what they put you through. More than once, they've been stuck sitting somewhere recently and been like, no wonder Sagittarius doesn't talk to me anymore. No wonder. I can't believe I did that to Sagittarius. I can't believe I treated Sagittarius that way. Like for some of you guys, they might have started talking to somebody that was just as bad and just as bad of an ego as they were. And, you know, the water seeking its own level. For some of you guys, they got nobody around. They just bailed to enjoy the player lifestyle and to go back to like the younger, immature ways, only to find out that the world around them has grown up. And it's like, dude, grow up type of a thing. You know what I mean? 6 of Swords to the Death card. I do see them doing a complete reboot. This is my Windows blue screen of death comes out. All right. Some of you guys might be looking for a new computer or having constant issues with your computer or your Wi-Fi. There might be a sign on this one. Interesting too with the flowers on this one. I'm seeing like a Sagittarius that is like even something as simple as flowers, and they've never gotten you flowers. And you're like, even Valentine's Day, Archer, they couldn't even remember some roses or something. And they were like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot it's St. Patrick's Day. And you were like, oh yeah, I'm sure, because there's no TV commercials that talk about it, right? It's like they always had some lie to cover themselves up, Death card. But you're like a human lie detector and you saw through it. I see here though, dealing with coming to terms with what they put you through, that was a bit of the catalyst to their ego death, okay? God's teaching them with this Death card how you felt every time they avoided you, every time they made you feel like you were second best. I do see they will come through with this and reach out with an attempt to make an offer. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So if you are a Sagittarius dealing with a past and wondering if they'll be back, the Wheel of Fortune of the Death card shows they're going through the Windows blue screen of death. They're just a slow processor. We should have put some more RAM up in their head. We should have rammed up in their head. What I'm seeing here is that they are booting up. They're just a slow boot computer. They got a slow boot screen, or they need to be booted up in safe mode first to make sure it's okay. But they will try to reach out in an attempt to try this again, and this time they won't treat you like an option, okay? Yeah, they've overcome the Three of Swords right into the Ten of Wands. They're burnt out without you. That show I'm seeing on Netflix, Working Moms, that might resonate. Maybe you watched that, or you've seen it, or used to watch it. But that's almost what I'm seeing with Rachel here, Working Moms, that Ten of Wands to the Three of Swords. They overcame their Three of Swords. Because remember, that's not necessarily that they were cheating. That's also showing here that it's a mindset, a person, place, or a thing. This could have just been the fear of commitment, the player energies that they had to overcome with the Ten of Wands, okay? All right. They will reach out in here, and they will stop making you feel like an option, because with the Ten of Wands, they've overcome it. Okay, so props to the cross watcher. Somebody done matured up and got better. All right, let's see what's going on with the new person. The new person's the Magician. Whoa, Sagittarius. This is a bit of a nomadic kind of person. They kind of do their own thing with the Magician. They're a manifester. They're powerful. All right, there's Phoebe back in there. No, like the Magician is the one that knows exactly how to use the tools at their disposal to get the job done. It's MacGyver. Even if it's scotch tape and baling wire, they can get it done. All right. Now they do keep to themselves. They do keep their circle small. Okay. They don't have a big friends group like if you meet them online or you snoop and look at their Facebook trying to get to know them a little bit more, you're gonna be like, wow, they got like 19 friends. Really? First of all, they don't play around with bots. And they keep their circle very, very, very little bitty, okay? They don't let people waste their time, and they do choose the people that come into their life very wisely. See, the High Priestess is underneath the deck, too. Rachel knows more than the average person, all right? It's like maybe you meet this person on like a trip somewhere, or you've been making plans to travel or something, and like you travel to a place where they are and just bump into them, and like, whoa, nice to meet you. Or while you're on a trip, they're on the trip too, okay? The Page of Swords, oh my word, as I'm sitting there saying, you're checking on their Facebook or their profiles, being like, wow, they don't have many friends. Nope, they don't play around with bots and the fake people. If they detect somebody fake that comes into their energies, they're just like, bye, done, see you, not interested, pass. With the Five of Swords, because they've already done their grieving. They've already been through some very big losses, similar to what you have, but they've healed and they've worked past it. And this is you in the bunny suit being like, nothing to see here. I'm not checking out their Facebook. I'm not checking out their profile. I love it. Sagittarius, you do have a sassy way of doing that, don't you? All right. This is just like finding a little bit out about them. The Four of Swords to the Knight of Wands on the Two of Swords. This is the rewards for the faith that both you guys have dealt through with the process, okay? And they kind of think about you. Maybe you've been having little dreams or daydreaming about somebody coming into your energy, and you're not sure like why you're having dreams about this person or who they are. For some of you guys, for a small percentage of you guys, like 19 or 21%, somewhere around in that ballpark, like honorable mentions to Johnny Benchco. But yeah, for some of you guys, this is actually a past, like a previous relationship, okay, where both of you guys like went your own way. You guys both got involved in new connections, your life's changed, and it didn't work out for either of you guys. And then in the quiet, in the Four of Swords, from the resting from the current breakup, you guys reach out and rekindle or reconnect. A lot of right person, right time comes in, because maybe things were different back a relationship or two ago, right? But then this time, like, you guys are both single again, and like kind of like you're like, I wonder what happened to that person. I wonder what they've been up to. Or they are the same way. I wonder what, man, Sagittarius. I wonder what happened there. And you guys have a chance of rekindling this with the Knight of Wands. Okay, some of you guys might actually literally be going horseback riding, or you live near like a ranch or something, like with the white picket fence and the trails. You know what I mean? That I'm seeing here on this here, that you guys went your separate ways, Two of Swords, tried your connections, but in a way, neither of you guys ever let each other go. So you're both wearing big pink bunny suits, okay? And just kind of checking things out, wondering here. But somehow, you guys always find your way back to each other. And like this time around, it grows into a long-term connection for you guys, okay? Yeah, the high priestess. It's that energy of like, yeah, I don't know why, like they never are fully out of my life. And it's because it was like kind of a meant to be sort of a thing that comes in on this one. Now, for some of you guys, straight up new person that's just on a whole other tier or a level. But either way, this person could be self-employed or an emperor, an entrepreneur, you know, something like that, that they've got their act together. Even if it is a past person who didn't have their act together, they now totally have their act together. Because hanging out behind the high priestess is the chariot and the sun card, Cancer, Leo energy. Might be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo or a cusper. I mean, those two are never far apart, you know what I mean? But, and also sunflowers. Maybe you're noticing sunflowers on your path like Phoebe's got here. And I'm not only just real sunflowers. Maybe you've actually planted real sunflowers around your home or your apartment or something. But I'm seeing those like the yard decorations that are like metal sunflowers, like the pinwheels or the things mounted to mailboxes. Either you've got that or you'll see that on your travels. But yeah, with this here to the chariot, this shows a bond that can't be broken because the emperor in traditional Rider-Waite tarot drives the chariot. Okay? So yeah, this here shows that maybe there has been a distance or there is a physical distance between the two of you guys. Or even an age difference possibly, but like you'll close the actual distance, move closer to each other, or a lot of divine timings at place that's putting you guys back into each other's path. And Cancer does rule the 4th house. And I mentioned seeing a Sagittarius that was like fixing up their feng shui, like homes where you hang your hat up and where the heart is. And Leo rules the heart chakra. So what I'm seeing here is that this is the one that you'll actually build a solid, stable home and a loving home with, that you actually, I'm being told, are the one that manifested them in. Like later on in the future, I'm going to talk to this person. They're going to be like, I don't know what happened, Archer. All of a sudden, Sagittarius wished me into existence and bewitched. Here I am. I'm like, I know. Yeah, it's a thing. Sagittarius does that. But yeah, the happiness on this with the chariot shows that things are going to start moving faster than expected, okay? This time, things will work out way better than you expected. I don't know why. For some of you guys, I'm seeing somebody making plans for Oktoberfest. Because doesn't she look like an Oktoberfest girl on there? Like from Holland or something? You know what I mean? But that might resonate. But yeah, this time it'll work out a lot better than expected before. You're then could be born on the 7th or the 4th. The 24th comes out. The 14th is here. I'm also seeing the 8th, the 1st. The 5th comes out along with the 25th too. All right, but that takes us to the devil card because that's what you guys overcome going forward and motivate each other through it. So I see you got somebody that's like your ride or die for life. All right, that builds you up, supports you at your best and your worst. Yeah, the Fool card. It's go time. And the Star card. Ooh, I felt that. That was a 9-volt to the tongue. Whoa, that was cool. With the 7 of Cups on there too. Remember, rewind if you missed it, when I pulled this out that I said that this is the stuff that you guys work together to overcome so you can get to the Star card, the next card in the deck. Literally, the Star card and the Fool card comes out in confirmation that it's time to go the distance, take that leap. And you guys work out and you find the one that respects your heart and doesn't make you feel like a 7 of Cups option. Scorpio, Aquarius energy. Hey, what up, punk rocker? How you doing? This year overcomes a lot of the games and the player stuff that you've had to deal with in the past and just brings in somebody that's just much more innocent and a fresh start in the connection. Whether it's a past person or a new person, this is where you all come back together, okay? And it just leaves the past people in the past, you know? The 7 of Cups, this is somebody that becomes all about you. And did I not mention there'd be like fun travel and adventure that keeps the relationship, you know, like fresh and energized, all right? This supports each other's passions too. With a Star card, oh yeah, you could actually be dealing with plants. There are some plants on there. But this supports each other and you nourish and nurture each other's, like your quirks, your goods, your bads, everything, and your ideas instead of making you feel bad. It's a complete reboot for you guys. And still having time to be yourself. The 7 of Cups on the Fool card. You still got time to do you and be yourself. I'm seeing like kayaking or a water sport off that 7 of Cups. Like maybe a Sagittarius that you're like going kayaking or wakeboarding maybe, or surfing or something. Might be a specific message, but I see it. It's the 7th, the 17th, or the 15th you then be born on. 7 of Wands, boom, right to the Ace of Cups. The King of Wands comes out, and the World card is here. Sagittarius, your outcome is guaranteed on this. 9, 8 swords, right to the 6 of Pentacles, and the Moon card. The moon cycles will definitely help energize you going forward into this one here. And we do have an eclipse coming up on the 17th. And then the new moon's in Virgo, the full moon in Pisces. Maybe you and them are actually on moon cycles. Like where during the new moon, one of you guys is not so great. The other one is okay. And then you guys take turns during the full moon cycle. The other person gets frustrated and then the other person's okay. But Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups protects the Ace of Swords. You got a pair of aces that shows up. Going forward here, this is the one that loves you for you and will love you through the good times, the bad, and that Cancer energy on the Ace of Cups. And somebody that is really, really all about you. Because a little bit into Rider-Waite Tarot, the Ace of Cups shows a bit of an obsession energy. So I'm seeing on this one, it's just an ace to the Seven of Wands. This is the one that protects the connection and protects your heart and doesn't treat your heart like it's a game piece, okay? Because the heart is a very fragile thing. And this is somebody that loves and respects it. Cancer energy on this one. That brings in a real relationship that's honest and loyal with the King of Wands to the World's card. Right there's Chandler with his pivot. That's actually Ross. It is Ross. That's so cool. All right. That brings in the World's card. And you holding all the cards in the right place and the right direction to get to the end of the tarot journey, the end of that, and find the real relationships that's honest and loyal and committed. King of Wands to the World's card. That will let you pursue your dreams as well as having some fun too. And I told you that it's like a 2 income or it's like you guys are set. It's an honest, loyal relationship that you guys each pull your weight. Because look at you doing some shopping in the future even. The bills are paid, the love is there, and you can actually be yourself. A little retail therapy and just enjoy the life instead of having to feel so lost in the sauce. 9 of Swords to the 8 of Swords, that brings you right to the 6 of Pentacles. This is coming out of the silence that you've wished while you guys have both been thinking about each other. And it'll make those dreams that lets you have fun and be yourself and bring the dreams into reality and make some memories together. You guys teach each other going forward. Somebody that learns to speak Sagittarius and you guys just get each other. I love that. It's an honest, loyal, committed relationship and a partnership where you guys each pull your own weight equally. Beautiful. Sagittarius, claim this thing because it's going to happen around the moon cycles. I'm hearing Neon Moon too. I'm hearing Caitlin Petty, Neon Moon, not Casey Musgrove. Sorry, Caitlin just sings it better. Anyways, but yeah, claim this down in the comments. Let's manifest this for you. Maybe even the Brooks and Dunn version. I don't know. Death card to the moon card. But yeah, claim this down in the comments. Let's work together and manifest this for you. You deserve it, Sagittarius. You deserve that open communication that just gets you. All right? We'll all help. We're all a family here going for 50,000 subscribers strong. And I appreciate you for helping me and the Mod Squad manifest that because we are all a family. All right, we are all in this together. So claim it, and we'll be like Captain Picard, and we'll make it so just for you. I still can't do Patrick Stewart's accent, so we'll deal with that. But yeah, and please leave a comment down below in the comment section and let me know how it resonates. Even if you just leave me an emoji, that means the world to me to help keep the channel out there and keep us all going strong. I do get notified of every comment. I do eventually like, love, and reply to them. I just stay busy. But I do get around to it, I promise. And it just means the world to me that you take a moment out of your busy day to leave a comment. All right. And it will resonate to any and all placements in your chart of Sagittarius because we're not just our Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but all the parts of all our charts. All right. So let's roll on and give you a little bonus reading here. We're going to check in on the family with the super chats, see what's going on for you guys. And thank you guys for the donations. You guys are so generous. Oh my goodness. TGIF, guys. All right. We'll see how these things tie into the readings. All right, let's go for it. This is like basically like a little bit, this is like a bonus or extended reading for you guys. All right, and it's right down to Google Street View for the super chatters. All right, hey Jamie, what up? Give me a little weekend forecast for Jamie. How's the weekend going to look for Jamie? Let's see what we got for Jamie's forecast. 10 of Cups. Ooh, you're going to have a fun weekend. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, wow, on the 10 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords. Girl, I have 2 cards confirming that somebody that has been dead silent on you, no sound at all, like they've been moving so slow that they might as well be in reverse at this point. With the Queen of Cups, they're feeling a whole lot of emotions for you, and it might be just enough to put them at that tipping point where they're like a dam that bursts and ruptures all over the place, pouring water right up to somebody's front yard, that they'll reach out with the 10 of Cups and make an offer. It might just be the will you forgive me one, or like they're going to be very emotional, so there's going to be, I think it's just going to be like a hey text, but that's the start point that goes forward because like it's not a word vomit text, but you're going to get a message or a communication that's going to make you feel very happy about somebody that you have not spoke to in a while with the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm also being told you haven't felt well lately. 5 of Pentacles is the card of health in the tarot. I see over the weekend some rest will actually start getting you feel better. Like you're going to sleep in one of these days way longer than you're used to sleeping in, and you're going to wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I lost almost all the day in that. Oh, but I feel better. Oh, cool. Okay. So nothing to feel bad about on that with the 10 of Swords. Just take some time with the 9 of Swords, play Staring at the Ceiling on repeat, and do you, because there's somebody else that's actually up all night. All right, Romy, what's going on? Is reconciliation with my Pisces in my future? Okay, you're a Sag Cap Cusper. Oh, I got you, girl. All right, let's see what's up. And there was some Pisces in the reading today, too. All right, will Romy reconnect with her Pisces? Will Romy reconnect with her Pisces? The Queen of Wands, Aries energy, the 8 of Swords. Right now, he's currently in his own head right now about how to handle things with the 7 of Swords. He is on his healing journey, though, you know, trying to pick his battles wisely and heal from the past. The good thing about the time apart, though, is I'm seeing it's taken the bad memories out of his side of things, and he's remembering a lot of good times with you. Queen of Pentacles shows that, yes, with the 7 of Cups, there will be a reunion coming up between you guys. It will be this year for sure, and I know this sounds really long, but I want to say somewhere within the time frame of 7 days to 7 weeks that you guys will slowly start to re-nurture the connection. He's on his own. I don't see any cards of other people. Queen of Pentacles shows him just doing his own thing, Capricorn energy, and working to cut out the stuff that was a lot. 7-7 on this one, too. He does miss you a lot, though, okay, because the King of Pentacles is down here. You were the last and best and most stable thing he had in his life, and that's what's going to bring him back into your energies, okay? So hope that helps. All right, Kay. You had a dream that your ex, Anthony, called, but you're tired of dreaming. What's holding him on reaching out? Okay, let's see what's up. Because that dream does tell me right in there that you guys are both considering it. Now, and remember how the dreams work, Kay, is that if you see him in the dream first and then see the rest of the dream, like the situational awareness where you figure out where you are, that means he had that dream. His brain's telling him that he needs to reconcile with you and work things out. If you figure out where you are in the dream first, like, oh, I'm in my bedroom or I'm in a living room, and then you see him reaching out and calling, that means you're having the dream. But you guys are still energetically connected. So let's see what's holding him up. What's stopping him from reaching out right now? Page of Pentacles on the 4 of Wands. It's the twin flame part of the journey with the Justice card on this one. What's stopping him from reaching out right now is that he is on the unawoke side. He is not awoke. He's an unawoke divine masculine with the Magician card, meeting you as the catalyst to trigger it. And God won't let him return or come in until he awakens fully. He's just at that stage right now with the High Priestess to Justice that he is just now starting to awaken to it. Where like he's getting algorithm hits. He hops on TikTok and he gets one of those AI-looking tarot readings. It's like, 4 signs you are with your twin flame or you have met your twin flame. And he's like, why do I keep seeing this stuff? This is crazy. All right, if you tap the heart 3 times, do the hokey pokey and leave a comment, I will reveal your soulmate's initials. And it happens to be a big K, right? And he's like, what is up with that? He's just now awakening to it. And at the moment, he's still like a 4 of Wands, unawoke divine masculine in the Page of Pentacles. The Magician God is telling me to tell you that 10 of Wands, he's close. They're like his angels and his guides are working on him as hard as they can within the confines of free will, which they can't affect free will. All right. But they're doing their best to bring him around. There's nobody else in his life. The 2 of Swords, he will reach out to make peace on this one. The only reason he hasn't yet is because he's a stubborn guy, isn't he? Literally, God just said he's a tough cookie to crack, Archer. But with adhering to God's laws of the universe, they are working on it for you, okay? All right, crypto, any Taurus Pisces updates? Let's see what we got for you, darling. Anything changing on the Taurus Pisces connection? Give me something good. Give me something good, please. Doop, doop, doop. I did, Punk Rocker. Yeah, Leo's in the September playlist over on the channel. Links in the bio. But yeah, if you check the September playlist, we're all the way through Sagittarius now. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are still to come today. Speaking of Pisces, we have the Hanged Man right here. All right, so right now in the moment, what I'm seeing going on here with the 2 of Swords, the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups, is that he is entertaining his own self at the moment. He's enjoying a little bit of his downtime as part of his journey with no stresses, no problems. The work stuff got a little better. You are heavy on his mind with the Strength card, but he's just sitting on top of you basically like that, like not addressing the elephant in the room. What I'm seeing here, the biggest update is that he has come to terms with a lot of the stuff that had been stressing him out. So now that he's made it through the worst of the storm, it's a lot of the recovery phase right now. So he is still on the direction of a reunion. He is going much slower than the normal playing time, that's for sure. With that Hanged Man, though, that's his energy. So at the moment, he is doing his own thing. The Nine of Cups. He's in the self-love point as he goes through all the stages of the grieving. He just kind of stretches it out just a little bit longer than most would need. But it's not my job to tell anybody this is how long his healing journey is. All right, but he is still in the state of forward progression. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right, let's see. Oh, we're there. Okay, cool. All right, got you guys covered. Did I do Tia's? Which ones did I miss? Yeah, I saw Jamie, Melanie, Angel Eyes, and Tia. I know I didn't see. I knew I was missing. I'm like, wait a second. This doesn't sound like the right amount of things, does it? I knew it. Thanks, Emma. I'm like, wait, this is not how many I counted. That didn't make any sense to me. All right, let's keep going. I knew I missed something because I saw Tia when we started the live. All right. Any updates for you, Tia? Let's see what's up. What's up? Tap me into Tia's Leo. Tap me into Tia's Leo, please, and thank you. Seven of Wands. Okay, he's closed off and processing with the Eight of Pentacles. He's working on it with the Nine of Pentacles to the Three of Swords. He feels a lot of guilt right now. This is that other person that like you busted him with on there, where he's working to get over some of that player energy, and he's really in the dark at the moment. So he's working to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, there's nothing involved between the two of them. It's a bit of eating crow. Like he's a bit of a feral cat and just licking his wounds today, because like I heard that was a big ego trip, and he tried to play it off and be silly about it, throw some jokes and some banter, but you weren't having it. So at the moment, with the Seven of Wands, he's protecting the Six of Wands victory between the two of you guys on the Eight of Pentacles, just doing some work on himself with the Nine of Pentacles to try to rebuild his, for lack of a better term, to rebuild his ego, get his confidence back. You know, he's not trying to block himself out with more ego, but just to regain the confidence, because like it was that moment he realized he messed up, and then he took a lot of heat from his family about it. Like, when are you going to grow up, boy? When are you going to act right? Even the guy at work's like, did you screw things up with Tia? I thought you were telling me she was the one. And he's like, I didn't mean nothing by it. And I was just trying to have fun. And his buddy's sitting there going, no, bad boy, bad. So I do see that he's got one friend that's helping, but he's still a little closed off while he processes everything. Okay, Angel Eyes, energy okay with Taurus, please. Okay, energy check with Taurus. What do you got? Checking the Taurus's energy for me with Tia. Nope, not Tia. Angel Eyes. There we go. Take two. Angel Eyes is Taurus. What do we got for Angel Eyes is Taurus? What's Taurus up to? Eight of Swords. He's closed off to everybody. Seven of Swords on the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. He's still in a very unawoke energy, and he's really, really focused on his money for some reason. I don't know if jobs are giving him trouble or he's trying to find a new job. I don't know if he's like experiencing cutbacks at work, or like I think maybe a little bit with this Seven of Swords. I think his work life just started stressing him out too much, and he's trying to get a new job or change things. He's changing his work side right now. So at the moment with the Eight of Swords, Taurus is not even looking for fun, adventure, or love. He is very focused on his work side of things. It's not worked out between the two of you guys. It's almost like collateral damage of the connection, because like if I were to talk to him in person face to face here with this and be like, so what's up with you and Angel Eyes? He'd be like, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to Angel Eyes in a minute. I have been so like, look, Archer, this one person at work is driving me crazy. We got new management in, and they are just completely screwed up. I'm trying to get out of the place and get into another job right now. So I have been so focused on that. Oh my gosh, I feel I haven't texted. Oh my gosh, I need to check on Angel Eyes. Like, it's not that he's doing it intentional. Like, he's very tunnel vision, isn't he? And that's his thing right now. It's just to get his pentacles in check, because he feels like and he's not, but he feels like he's less of a man because he doesn't have his work situation in order right now, and it's kind of stressing him out. So work is just a big factor. All right, and Melanie, what's up for Melanie? Hey, Melanie. All right, what's up for next week? Okay, little 7-day forecast. Hey, Bree, what up? No way, is it really the Brooks and Dunn version's on? Oh my, I love that version. Caitlin does that during her lives too. Casey's version's good too. I love that song. I play the bass, and I got a bass cover for that song. Melanie, everything turned reverse for you. Hang on, I'm resetting the deck on that one. Oh my gosh, yeah, everything turned reverse. You're on this shift, like a big energy shift. It's actually easier if I just rehand the deck this way. There we go, we're back. Yeah, I'm seeing that there's somebody on your mind, the one that like we've talked about him here on the channel before. All right, is that he's having a complete change. There's a shift. You guys are doing a runner chaser shift right now. You're no longer the chaser. Just so you know, this next week, like by the time Monday morning hits, you're going to be feeling very different. This weekend is your energetical reset where things are going to change in your mind. You're going to be like, why do I feel different? Like, why do I feel thinner, confident, stronger? Like almost like it's your birthday this weekend and you go through a whole like a reprogram because he's taking on the energies of the chaser. He gonna give chase to you and you're all of a sudden looking really good. I'm being told the Sagittarius new person reading ties to you, but you have a really weird hybrid of the past and the new person because it's the past. Oh my gosh, Melanie, you're one of the like the percentage of the Sages that it's like a previous thing coming back around, but in a different mindset. Because all of a sudden the one that ran from you, his ego broke like Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty resonate to you? But yeah, his ego broke like Humpty Dumpty, and he's coming back to chase you with the devil. You don't even realize it, but over the course of next week, like you'll hear from him and stuff because he's starting to obsess about you. Not the freaky, weird, creepy obsessed, but just like Kylie Minogue. He can't get you out of his head like all the time. Okay, so you'll start feeling different over the weekend, and next week you are the runner, and he's chasing you. Okay, your confidence is like the boom heard around the world. I swear. All right. So I do hope that helps, guys. I love you. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. I love it. I listen to 100.7 when I'm there. That's what I keep on the radio in the rental cars when I'm in Nashville. I love that channel. Love that station. Shout outs. Sagittarius, thank you very much for being here today and let me read your life, your love, and your energy. I truly do love and appreciate you for it. And God, thank you very much for the messages today for Sagittarius as well. As always, we are truly appreciative and grateful for your guidance, direction, and protection. And if you do want to book a personal private reading with me, don't forget you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com, and you can choose from either the one-on-one Zoom readings or the traditional private YouTube link. But either way, I look forward to working with you and reading for you. So until next time, Sagittarius, see you tomorrow night at the All Signs, and I'll see you then. Namaste. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. I love you, Sagittarius.